What's going on, boys? We're going to do a little recap on the NASDAQ 100. So some of the members and Evolution traders today piecing together a very good day, working on discipline, working on risk management, working on stopping the day when you're profitable, not pushing the threshold, right? So I'm just going to highlight a few of these traders and Evolution traders. We have Burks up on the day. Today he's in his funded accounts with Apex. He's got 10 of those PA accounts. He took $93.26 times the 10 accounts. So when you realistically look at it, is $93 a lot of money on one account? No, but the power of scaling and the power of multiple accounts turn this into a $932 day. Fellas, if you're able to do this 5, even 10, 15 days out of the month, 15 might be a little bit rough. Let's say between 10 and 12 days out of the month. There's 22 trading days. I'm going to split it right in half and say that you can do at least 10 to 12 $100 days. If you can do that, guys, times 10 accounts, that's a $10,000 a month. I don't know if you guys understand the power of that. We also had Shifting Gears. He's up around $109.96 times around 6 or 7 accounts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 6 accounts. So another great winning day today. Myself, I'm doing very, very good in my Top Step. I'm up $500 on the Top Step on 2 trades. I'm also up on the Apex, 529 on one account and 210 on another account. I have one account that I needed to flip a trade in because it's already passed. So I'm just waiting to kind of get, those minimum trading days in on that account. But the other one for 210 is funded. The other one for 529 is still in evaluation. I'm very, very close to passing that one as well. So we, nice gains. I want a big shout out to Tunisher. I know he trades on the equity side of things more. He's not so much of a futures trader, but he racked in his biggest month, and I want to give him a shout out. He said he made $1,000 today, hit his best month of 14,000. Thanks. He still needs to try options maybe next month. Again, whatever is working, you don't have to come to the option side. Stick with what's working. Congratulations to Tunisher on that one. So what I want to kind of go over today is the NASDAQ chart. I'm going to be looking at the 5-minute time frame, and I want to kind of show you guys a few of the setups that I took. I took around 12-13 trades today. All of them are scalps. So my risk management coming into today was a 10-point take profit on 5 micro contracts, and I had a 25-point stop loss. Now, that's clearly not a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. What does that mean? That I'm essentially, if I do lose one trade, it's going to essentially take me 2.5 trades to just break even. I'm okay with that. And the reason why I'm okay with that is because I've been around this business for a long time. I'm a little bit more seasoned. I know when to pull the plug. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and overtrade and lose $200-300 on one particular account and just continue to just go down the rabbit hole. If I'm down $200-350 on an account, I'll just stop trading that account on that particular day and then move over to the next account. If you guys know, I do not copy trade any of my futures accounts. So the way that I like to trade my futures accounts is separate. Okay. I like to trade the prop firms separate. And the reason being is I like to spread out my risk, and I like to take new setups. Okay. I like to take new setups depending on how I'm feeling. Now, if I'm in a groove, right? Like, so today I was in a groove. Definitely I will start taking the same trades across multiple accounts. However, let's say I open up the day and the first trade that I take is a loser. I'd rather it just be a loser on one account versus times 3 or 4 or 5 accounts, however many accounts that I have. Currently I have 4 accounts right now. So I'd rather just take a loser on one account versus the whole 4. That way the other 3 are still fresh. I can still look for new setups. I might have a red day on one particular account, but the other trades, I might see the market a little bit better later on in the day, and I might be able to make some money. Some of the trades that I was looking at today, obviously we had that fresh 20 SMA play that set up very, very early in the day at 5:50 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, obviously I wasn't awake at this point in time. It's California, guys. I don't even get up until about 5:30, 5:45. Anyways, as I'm saying this, we got the market absolutely exploding off this last 20 play here. But if we look at where the market opened up at, we took out the pre-market low levels around 635. We had a nice flush. I was in on this particular play here. Again, this was on the live stream. Just due to the fact that once we got below these pre-market lows, we had room to come down into this next pivot point of around 15,967. Took my profits into this area. Now this is another area of support, that 967 area. I waited for it to break, waited for it to pull back, and once we broke through again, I went ahead and took that next trade. Again, I'm giving myself a 25-point stop loss, a 10-point take profit times 5 micro contracts. And that's just the way I've been doing it. I've been, you know, I differentiate between different days on my risk and how I'm feeling based on the day. But when I want to get in and I want to just identify my setups and I want to take profits very quickly and I want to, what I call piece together a day, that means taking multiple trades, multiple setups. I like to get in and get out, right? I like to really let those wins start to stack up. And then if I do start to take a couple of losses, I can kind of manage that because I'm already green on the day, so there's a little bit of a padded cushion, right? So for example, there was a point in time where I was up around $300 on one particular account. I took a loser, but I cut the trade a little bit early. I didn't let it hit the 25-point stop loss just due to the fact that my stop losses are my max pain. If I get into the trade and it's really not working for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and I kind of feel that the direction's going the other way, and you can kind of see by the price action that it's going the other way, I'll just cut the trade and I'll look for the next setup. The next setup that I ended up taking after these first two was I had drawn this trend line earlier in the day. Notice how we broke the bottom support here. We put in this low, we kind of bounced, we bounced. I told, this was also on the live stream, but as soon as we started to break down this trend line, I wanted to see if we can retest the lows. That's exactly what happened. I took this trade here short, made some money, covered, so forth and so forth. Took my lunch, went out to get my coffee, did some odds and ends. The last trade that I took here was I started to look at this low wick. I started to look at this low wick, and I looked at this low wick 3 times in the same area, in this same zone around 15,856. As soon as we started to pop and green take out red, I just went ahead and used that 25-point stop loss, which would have been a low below the low of day. And I just essentially rode this higher, and it did, you know, fill me for my 10-point take profit. Now, I could have actually let it go a little bit more, right? Sell 4 contracts and just hold 1. I would have been able to capture another 10, 15, 20 points off this move. But again, that's okay. I like to trade when there's low stress. I like to trade when the market's moving, when we have, you know, trending days. I'm not so much of a range trader. I can range trade, but when you look at the price action that we had the last 4 or 5 days, we were really stuck within a range. And price action was going through what's called distribution. And when we start going through distribution, you really have to identify that very early. You have to size down for one, and then you have to tighten up that stop loss. So that's kind of why I was running with the 10-point take profit today, because I was still in that mantra. I was still in that thought process of, if we don't have a breakout day or a breakdown day, that potentially we need to, I think the squawk box was coming through on the video, guys. If it is, sorry. What we need to do is definitely size down a little bit, and we need to set our take profit a lot sooner, right? So that's okay. You can still piece together a great day. And again, I want to tell you guys something, that you guys can make $400, $500, $600, $700 trading micros, guys. And what it's going to do is protect you from blowing out in 1 or 2 trades. It's going to also save you a lot of stress. It's also going to allow you to sit in trades a lot longer and allow them to develop without getting shaken out, because you're playing such small size. So for example, if you're on a $50,000 account, you have a $2,000 or $2,500 drawdown, depending on what prop firm you're with. Guys, you can afford to take, you know, $100 or $200 loss. You can afford to lose 10, 12, 15 trades in a row consecutively before you get blown out. What are the odds that you are not going to win at least 4 or 5 trades out of 10? The odds are very, very low. For example, myself today, I was hitting at around a 71%, okay, a 71% win rate, which means that I'm winning about 7 out of my 10 trades, right? So if you kind of look at the numbers and you understand your numbers, because everyone's numbers are a little different. Maybe you're hitting at a 52% or a 55%, but your take profit is a lot bigger than than 10 points. My win rate today was so high because I had such a low take profit. Now, I'm sure that if I was trying to look for 25, 30 point take profits, yes, I probably wouldn't have had a 70% hit rate. But again, you have to understand your numbers. So I just wanted to come on here. I wanted to break it down. I wanted to show you guys a few things. If you guys do enjoy these type of videos, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want access to the community where you can get access to trade with me each and every single day live, and access to the courses and the mentorship and everything that I offer, okay, that link is down in the description box below. It's half price right now. I would love to see you guys join. Also, make sure you guys are hitting the bell notification so you guys can see when I do go live on YouTube. Okay, the room, we had almost 100 people in the room at one point in time today, so we're getting a lot more people in there watching, trading, learning. It's definitely a good environment. You guys can hear the rest of my team. We're all kind of sitting around the round table. We're all trading. We treat it as a live trading floor. We got ideas being thrown out there. We got technical analysis being thrown out there. You guys can kind of listen to how we work together as a team. With that being said, I'll see all of you guys on the next video. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe.